Travellers site near Basildon today to remove people from 7 illegal pitches. The authorities faced opposition on the ground, not so much from the travellers, but from human rights campaigners. Gareth George has watched events unfold and he's there now.
Well, an update for you, Stuart, because as you can probably see behind me, a group of travellers are about to leave in their caravans. It seems that they've heeded the message of Basildon District Council that they've broken the law, they have to go, and it seems that this particular group of travellers, at least, are leaving voluntarily. The council, though, has kept a very close grip on this eviction, but that grip seemed to loosen slightly when 2 plucky pensioners turned up.
We are protesting, all right?
This was the moment 2 pensioners decided to stop an eviction. They weren't travellers, they were locals who'd turned up to support them. One was dragged away by bailiffs, the other gave an impromptu press conference from a puddle. But it was interrupted when she was dragged off too.
She's not a dog! She's not a dog, she's a human being! Let go, move out of the way!
It's up to 3 million they're supposed to be spending on this operation, which need not happen. It could be avoided and an equitable solution could be arrived at.
And people have a right to an education, they have a right to a health service, and obviously if they're moved from pillar to post, then they can't exercise their right.
Despite the protests, the diggers rumbled in to help clear 7 plots built without planning permission. It's expected to take the bailiffs 4 days. Catherine McCann faces eviction. She says the stress has brought her skin out in a rash.
It's only my family that's trying to keep me strong. I've tried to kill myself before. I just can't take this pressure anymore. What more? There's nothing I can do. I've done everything and anything to stop this eviction, and I can't do it.
But they say you haven't got planning permission. You should have got planning permission.
I went down yesterday and I read a letter out to put in for a new application form, a planning form.
But it seems to be far too late. Another arrest was made. This man also not a resident here. And amidst tight media control, we were briefly allowed to film the diggers. That convoy of caravans has now moved off up the road, and under the coalition government it seems that some travellers face more security, others more uncertainty, because the Communities Minister, Eric Pickles, is pledging to give stronger tenancy rights to travellers on official plots. However, councils have been given tougher powers to deal with travellers who live on illegal pitches. And it's not just here at Hovefields where there's a problem, of course. Just last month, planners in South Cambridgeshire decided to go to court to try to clear illegal pitches at Smithy Fen near Cottenham. And we are very close here, of course, to Dale Farm, the biggest illegal travellers site in Europe. 500 travellers there face eviction, and if that goes ahead, what happened here will be nothing compared to that.
Gareth, thank you very much.
Later in Look East, hundreds more job losses are coming in our police forces. We've been number crunching. More now on the troubled property services group Connaught. As you may have heard, the company is on the brink of going into administration. Norwich City Council is amongst its clients and 600 jobs are on the line.
I'll get strung up.
No thoughts at all?
I've got plenty of thoughts, but I'll get strung up if I say it.
Connaught employees in Norwich holding back on their comments after this morning's announcement that the service company had suspended trading of its shares. Connaught was only awarded a £125 million contract in April to maintain the city's council housing stock. It also takes care of its rubbish collection and parks. The union is concerned how things could have gone so wrong so quickly.
It's very unsettling for people, and they want to know what their positions are, the jobs, what they're doing. There's a lot of worry for suppliers around the city. There's a lot of worry for people up in the offices upstairs, and it's very unsettling for people after such a short time.
But the leader of Norwich City Council seems less worried about the knock-on effects of Connaught's financial crisis.
This is nothing new. We always have contingency plans for any of our major contracts. So as far as the people of the city are concerned, they shouldn't see any changes. And as far as the workers who are delivering the services are concerned, there's no reason why their jobs should be at risk, because we're still going to need bins emptied, the streets cleaned, the houses repaired, no matter who's doing it.
Connaught is expected to make a statement soon, but given its inability to secure any long-term financial backers, the company is likely to be put into administration. Marianne Missemdar, BBC Look East, Norwich.
A 16-year-old girl who murdered her father and a woman has been jailed for life. Lorraine Thorpe is thought to be the youngest female to be convicted of a double murder. The bodies of Rosalind Hunt and Des Thorpe were found at 2 separate addresses in Ipswich last summer. Paul Clark is already serving 27 years for both killings.
Pupils had a first look around a new academy in Norwich today. The £23 million Open Academy is on the site of the old Heartsease High. It's sponsored by a millionaire Christian businessman and a bishop.
Year 7 pupils got their first look at the Open Academy today, and it's impressive.
Right, I'm going to be showing you on the ground.
It's the biggest timber-framed building in the country. It's carbon neutral and uses biofuel for its heating. The academy's not new. It replaced the old Heartsease High School 2 years ago, but the building is.
This school is all about really raising the expectations of every child who comes here. It's about making sure that they can see that there's been this huge investment in them, this huge investment in the community, and there's really no limit to what they can do.
Every pupil will have their own laptop. Today they were giving them out. Learning will be computer-based, homework can be emailed in, and there's even a fingerprint billing system which replaces money for school meals.
I like the laptops because they give you them for free, and I like the fingerprint.
Some of the lights are like colourful, so it's not like a boring school with like hardly any lights and they make it all dark and gloomy.
The academy is sponsored by the local Christian businessman Graham Dacre and the Bishop of Norwich. There was some local opposition to the religious aspect of the school, but it's open to any faith or no faith.
What I hope is that every child who comes here will realise that they are very special, and the Christian ethic which lies at the heart of this is that everyone is loved by God and that they should love their neighbours as themselves.
GCSE results have risen dramatically, nearly doubling the A to C passes in 2 years. They're determined the trend will continue. Ian Barmer, BBC Look East, Norwich.